If you're anything like me, February 14th isn't this amazing day full of love and family, but a day of loneliness and suffering. So today I'll be making a list of all the best manga that you should read to curb your sadness on Valentine's Day. Let's get right into it, starting off at number 5. Domestic Girlfriend. I really like this manga because it resonates with me on a personal level, and I can deeply relate with the character's situation. And at number 4, Sister Level.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't really understand, but I fell down this hill. Now I got glue on my hands and I got rackets on my fingers. Rackets on my fingers.
Wait. Hold up. You think this was that kind of video? I was just trolling. Whatever you do not watch stuff like that on Valentine's Day. It will only make it worse. Trust me, I know. Okay, so for real though, my actual criteria is based off of how wholesome the series is, and the goal of a good Valentine's Day read is to make you forget all your troubles and to just float away. So to actually kick things off at number 5 is Karu Hana wa Rin Tsusaku. Okay, hear me out. Yes, this looks like a sappy love story about a bunch of high schoolers. And, yeah, it is. But what this series also has, that any good Valentine's Day read should have, is the boys. And this series has the boys. Just think about it. Who's always there for you after you get dumped? The boys. They won't leave you just because you told them that they look like they're gaining some pounds. Anyways, I digress. Give this series a shot if you want a wholesome story with a lot of great side characters.
And so, with an anime adaptation on the horizon and the series end seemingly in sight, now might be the perfect time to start this hidden gem. Number 4. My Love Story.
Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Shadows grow so long.
This is a story where, for once, the protagonist isn't the perfect-looking guy with long blonde hair who you can't relate to at all, but instead it's the giant jumbo protagonist who actually has a heart of gold. The main character steals the show, and I love it how he thinks there's no way a girl could possibly be interested in him, but she is. He's just a genuinely nice guy and doesn't resent people for treating him differently because he's such a big guy. I read this series in a single night, and it's a nice quick 50 chapters to scarf down. The characters are relatable, the story is fire. What are you waiting for?
Alright, quickly before going on to number 3, I got some honorable mentions. Cross Game, an amazing story with deep and complex characters, centered around the game of baseball. Insomniacs After School, a twist on romance focused on 2 people who struggle with sleep insomnia. Dandadan, a show about a boy who believes in aliens and a girl who believes in ghosts. And Blue Box, which you probably know is about a boy who plays badminton and a girl who plays basketball. The main reason I excluded these from the list is because while they're all amazing, the romantic elements aren't the primary focus or the only thing that really carry the series, in my opinion. Alright, on to number 3. We Were There. This series is low-key kinda sad, so I don't know if I really think it belongs on a Valentine's Day manga list, but you know what, we're going rogue. This manga follows 2 main characters really, Nanami and Yano. It doesn't have any BS getting into the plot like some shows, cough cough, looking at you, Rent-A-Girlfriend. And it gives you a lot to think about how it can be really difficult to move on from someone you love, because in this story, he doesn't have a choice.
This series has a very limited cast of characters, but each one is relatable in their own way. And while I honestly was infuriated at times in the series, I think that it was infuriating because I hated it whenever the characters made stupid decisions instead of what I expected them to do. That's just life, isn't it? I don't think their actions were too far outside the norm of a regular person, and I personally would recommend this to people who want a bit more of a serious read.
Number 2. Mai-san Ikkoku. Mai-san Ikkoku. Written by famed manga artist Rumiko Takahashi. This manga is about how difficult it can be to find your path in life, and how sometimes what you think of as an obstacle in your life can turn out to be an opportunity. This manga is so funny, and personally I think it's actually Rumiko Takahashi's best work, better than Ranma 1/2 by a long shot, and its plot is so simple. The characters are all lovable and realistic, and there were times when I busted out laughing at how ridiculous the plot turns were.
If you don't want to be spoiled on the series, jump ahead 20 seconds. If you don't care, I'm going to explain how ridiculous the plot can get. So there's this guy who's the primary rival of Goda, the main character, and in the final stretch of the story, when he's about to win the battle, his dog just happens to get this other girl's dog pregnant. And my man was so confused because he was super drunk that night by accident. And so the whole time when she's telling him about it, he thinks that he got her pregnant. And so he decided to do the right thing and marry her, only to find out that it was his dog. Bruh, my man just got done dirty. Anyways,
If you're a fan of older style manga and you want a romantic comedy with amazing characters, this is the perfect series for you. Last but not least, at number 1, we have Sand Chronicles. This manga is truly a story about life and how difficult it can be to heal your wounds. Relationships come and go, and sometimes it be like that. You think that you found that person you'll spend the rest of your life with, until you have to make a decision that will split you up. Long distance can be hard, and people don't always stay together. But you have to choose to look back on those memories not as a mistake, but an experience, and something you can grow from. Given enough time, you'll look back at it all and say, hey, I really enjoyed those days. Oh, how life moves on, huh? So if you're lonely on Valentine's Day, meet up with your friends or read a manga series that I recommended. Subscribe so you can get more manga recommendations. And I hope you have an amazing, blessed day.